game between the
Yeah.
Habs and the Nords.
There you go.
Or they spent more time fighting than actually playing the damn game.
Yes, right. And Sean, right there, we're just talking about hockey, Canadian hockey, with the Canadians, which are called the Habs, and I guess Toronto, or what? But anyways, a shout out to all you beautiful people here. Thanks, Sean, for showing up. I just got home from the home show. There's my media pass.
Yeah, when I was showing them your channel, I didn't realize you were starting already because I forgot. I'm in Texas, so I'm in Central Time Zone, and I almost missed it.
Yeah, because now we sprung our time forward. I just move it a half
Yeah,
hour, so 9 instead of be
yeah.
10. So just put 9:30, 9:30.
Darren, how was the wind there? Was the wind really bad in Toronto today?
Oh, but it's 0 right now. Hey,
The
Secretary
wind,
Benji.
the wind has been bad in Illinois, Wisconsin, Indiana, and Ohio. Trucks were blown over. Really bad. You're talking 60, 70 mile an hour straight winds. It's nuts.
No, it's not that bad. Hey, Cher.
Well, I figured what usually hits there is not far from Toronto, so I figured,
Oh, it's fine. A lot of snow, and now it got to above 0 here, which is freezing. Started melting, so it's all slushy. So, hey, Kyle.
That's why we had a tornado outbreak because you got it's 85 degrees here in Texas, and it may be a bit chilly up there in Ohio, but yeah, tornado hit near the house, knocked a lot of telephone poles down across the roadway in my town. Oh yeah, I'm just glad the kids were in school.
Oh yeah, that's not good. All right, thank you, Felly. Thank you, Kyle.
Hello, Darren. Hello, Sean. How are you guys doing?
Hi, Kyle. Is it warm there in Melbourne? 85 degrees like here in Texas?
Now that you asked me that, let me check and see what the temperature is right now.
Because I'm usually where it's the same temperature as Florida.
Warmer than Toronto, that's for sure. Warmer than Toronto. Hi, Crocodus. Thank you, Felly.
Hold on. It's 71 right now outside, it says.
Not bad.
So I don't know what it was like all day today because I was filming a lot today because I was out looking at RVs and stuff.
You're going to buy an RV?
We are looking at buying one. We are looking at RVs and stuff.
Yeah, it's the same temperature here as there. It's 72 here.
Yeah, we're 71.
Alpha Quinter.
Yeah, that's him, Darren. He's from Discord. If you look in the chat for the StreamYard link, click on that, and then go back and get rid of the click off the YouTube, and then Darren will bring you up to the panel. I'm not sure if he's ever been on a panel on YouTube before.
I don't know.
Yeah, me and him were talking for quite some time.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, Josh.
Josh.
Hi, Amy.
Hey, Puck. Josh is from North Carolina, but he doesn't have that southern drawl.
Yeah. He's more of a California guy.
Oh, God.
Hi, Mary Grace. Hi, Mommy. Yours truly, Zenny. Hi, Chris.
Yeah, I didn't know you were on a train, Darren.
Isn't that cool?
That was cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will be at a parade tomorrow morning.
Oh, sweet. You're participating? You're filming? What are you doing?
I'm not gonna be in the parade, but my mom will be.
Namaste. APOC in the house.
Was it St. Patrick's Day parade?
Canada.
Yes. I will
be
tomorrow.
I will be.
Wow. Saturday the 14th, the day after. I forgot it's Friday the 13th tonight.
Yeah, that's why we started talking about Templars, remember?
Oh, there's APOC. I told Darren you were originally from the Ottawa area, but you live in the Atlantic time zone. I can't remember exactly where you said you were from, though. And then before you started live stream, we were talking about the Habs and the Nords.
Mhm.
Getting the Nordiques back in the league. Those two, I remember the Black Friday game. There was more fighting than game time. Darren's a Maple Leaf fan. I'm a Blackhawks
That
fan.
was very popular back then.
I don't think anyone even remembers the Quebec
That
Nordiques.
makes sense.
Yeah, but there's been talk about bringing them back.
Blackhawks is one of the
Into the
original
league.
6.
I only know
Thanks
enough
for doing
about hockey to
guys.
fake it. So
Yeah, Leafs are doing well.
APOC, are you a Habs fan or what?
well, I'm an engineer. I don't do any sports stuff.
I thought everybody liked
If he
hockey
was
in
from
Canada.
Ottawa, he's
Nope.
an Ottawa Senators fan. If he was from
I
Ottawa,
still
he'd
like
be an Ottawa
hockey.
I'm from here, New Brunswick.
New Brunswick, that's it.
Nice.
I was born in Oshawa, however.
Ah, born in Oshawa. The Schwa. The home of GM.
I don't know. I just remember. I remember my father last summer. He was like, well, my best friend there, Sonny. He died a while ago. He's talking. I go, I know Sonny. He goes, well, you were there when you were 14. That was 30 some odd years ago. And I said, I remember everything. He had a split level bungalow. He had you were leaning over an edge beside the stairs into what looked like his rec room in the bottom. We were downstairs in the basement. I was coming up. And then he said to you, I would rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. And he was like, how in God's name do you remember that from 30 some odd years ago?
Because it's so original. It's amazing because it's so original.
He always made Dad laugh. I told Dad where he got it, though. He was like, really? So I didn't want to. I heard it during a Tom Waits interview when I was researching something. And I was like, my God, that's 1978. And so forth. But I still remember everything. I don't know why. Like, I still remember the like in Star Trek, the second season, I guess it was 1988. It was named Data Lore, I think.
Good episode.
And he was pretending to be Data, then he pretended to be Picard, and then he named a password. And I still remember that password. I like words to like famous quotes or movies or whatever. It's like, I know MLK, anything like that.
Was that the first episode with Laura in it? His brother?
I do believe it was, yes. I don't memorize everything. Eventually things, but if it sticks in my head, it sticks in my head forever.
I'll be right back.
I don't know how it works, but I just keep things there.
Yeah, Josh is the one that has the most famous friends.
Yes.
No shit.
Yeah.
One of them's a legend.
A lot of real cool people. Everybody's met somebody. I've met her.
Oh yeah, we've all met somebody.
Well, Josh was on the phone with them and did a 3-way call with me, and he introduced me to him. I'm like, no shit, is what I was thinking. I'm like, nice to meet you. That's all I said.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again, and now, of course, here I am being suspicious because now everything has a nice, weird shadow cast upon it because of Epstein.
Yes.
It changes everything. Now I go all the way back to Diefenbaker and the Avro Arrow, and before that, I have issues now. I have a lot of trust issues now.
My dad worked on the Avro Arrow.
My God in heaven.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That is actually crazy.
That's a Canadian version of Amtrak, isn't it?
No.
The Avro Arrow was a far superior military jet that the U.S. didn't
Oh,
want to. Obviously, Canadians would have been, global dominant in air superiority, and the U.S.
Did
did
not
stole
something
it.
like that.
to Canadian, threatened the Canadian dominance.
What should bother you is it actually was an interceptor that was able to go Mach 3, and you guys took another 7 years to make the SR-71, which was inferior in almost every way.
Wow.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know if it could have went as high because we didn't make it to do that. So, I mean, you might win.
Just
I don't know.
fast.
But we were making an interceptor. We weren't making whatever.
what plane does the Snowbirds use?
Oh, I
I
forget those.
want to
trainers.
say A4s, A10s. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I've seen them perform before, but I want to complete my motif. I got to fly second seater to Thunderbird 2. I wanted to fly with them and the Blue Angels one day, hopefully. It was just a stroke of luck that I'm driving on the extraterrestrial highway coming into Vegas, and they buzzed me. And I posted on their YouTube or their Facebook and said, if you buzzed my truck, I said you could at least let me buy you a drink. They took me up on it, and I was like, no shit. I'm like, okay.
The song's called "One Night in Bangkok," and it's by Murray Head.
Mom, where?
And it's about chess.
Yeah, that when I landed in Bangkok one time is the only time I was ever in Thailand. I could never get that damn song out of my head the entire time we were there.
I hate it too whenever you get random songs that you like.
Yeah, but I was there in Bangkok.
All over and over.
I would have to say that the only reason that I can do anything like that with memory is because I used to be the AI that ran D&D games and stuff since I was like 10 years old. So after 20 years of that and pretending to be every single person in the entire world from everywhere instantly on the fly, you get really used to sliding into different skins and seeing things from different points of view. Someone says, how do you know morality? Like, what is good or what is evil? I said, would you put your mother through it?
That's a good point.
Done. My mother should be able to murder somebody, no offense to my mother, and go to jail for it and come back out without having tattoos and smoking crack. Like, I'm just saying they should be, that's the punishment is confinement. You should be willing to put your most dearest people through that. If they committed a crime, then that's fair.
Darren, I'm going to
it has to be for everyone. I mean, that's
Canadian way.
Well,
when he said crack, it reminds me of this shirt that a friend of mine used to wear. It was a big woman with a big ass and a guy trapped between her butt cheeks, and it says "crack kills." That was the funniest shirt I ever seen in my life.
Now I'm wondering if that was the inspiration for that episode of American Gods, season 1, episode 9.
Tammy's in the house. Hi, Tammy. Hope you're feeling
Tammy
good.
Trot.
If you're good, come on up.
She's a Brit. She's from England. We got people from all. We're like the UN here almost.
That's right. Canada, U.S., Philippines, Australia, sometimes Croatia, sometimes Sweden, sometimes India. It's crazy.
Libya.
This is I probably need this because I have been like locked into my little zone dealing with all of this since
Darren,
last
I sent
April.
you some links.
Thank you.
As one might expect one to do.
What's so funny, Josh?
I'm just thinking about Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke. You guys were talking about drugs and stuff. It's funny, but
Labrador.
The part where they walk in and the bird starts talking when they get to the house, to strawberries.
Why am I suddenly thinking of the Corsican brothers and that horse scene? Speaking of Cheech and Chong.
Hey, Splaw!
Chong's Canadian.
There's the other one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Tommy,
I didn't know that either.
Everyone that you know that's cool is Canadian. Keanu Reeves is Canadian.
Yep, I knew that.
Like, see, Shania Twain is Canadian.
Celine Dion.
Well, obviously.
Martin Short,
Yep.
Americans don't know that.
Jim
Well,
Carrey.
it's Celine Dion. Like,
Jim Carrey's Canadian? I didn't know
Yes.
that either.
how could look? He's made of rubber. Like he is.
That's
like,
right. He was on SCTV. I remember. That's how he started his career, right?
Okay. No, he started his
He was-
career
he was-
in 1987 when he said, well, besides being in a movie Death Wish 3 with
Thank
like
you,
he was actually in that, believe it or not. And he was also in a movie called Once Bitten, if I do recall. And speaking of which, you mentioned John Candy, of course, and that brings us to Lone Star, of course, and Spaceballs. But the lady who was Princess Vespa in Spaceballs was actually the lady who was seducing the virgin Jim Carrey in Once Bitten.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
I just realized that now as I was watching the movie in my head. Sorry.
Wow, no worries. John Candy went to my high school.
I thought it was Lauren Bacall that was in Once Bitten.
She is. She's the actual head vampire. The actual love interest that takes his virginity is her, though, Princess Vespa. I don't know her name in real life, though. But it's definitely her. I can see it in my head. Same hair, everything. Feathered on the side, brown. Lovely face.
John Candy's climbing up the ladder, and what's her name turns around and said, "Hey, stop looking up my can." Sorry. That was hilarious.
I remember her, the lady who plays her. That is
Joan Rivers.
Thank you.
Joan Rivers, yeah.
Now, this was 2004, I think. And I remember she was at the Academy Awards or something of the sort, some award show, but she was dolled up as one would be. And then she said, "Why does everyone have these stupid Nazi cuts on their hair? Like, why does everyone have a stupid friggin' Nazi cut? Like, their haircuts are all Nazi." And she goes, "You can't say that, blah, 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 blah." And he goes, "Yeah, I can. I was there. I saw the Nazis. That's their haircut." Like, she was just like that. Like, I was like, fair. She was there. She was born in 1935. I mean, besides, she was 10.
I can't remember the name of the hairstyle you're talking about, but I know what you're talking about.
It's a similar. I think it was because of not Band of
Hitler?
Brothers, but no, it's not that. It was because of the movie Saving Private Ryan. Everyone had the haircut because of that movie. It was cool.
And if you look up that title, what is it?
Saving Private Ryan. Yeah,
It's a true story.
It is.
Well,
but if
except
you
that
look,
there's a lot more British and Canadians in there, but sure.
but if you look it up on Google, that movie title was turned into a porn movie. Look it up. It's called Saving Ryan's Privates.
No,
Yeah,
it was a Mad Magazine title. And it was called Saving Jerry Ryan's Private.
Yeah, I know, but the WWE did a thing about that. Val Venus. Tammy knows about that because there was a female wrestler named Ryan.
I honestly do not know. It was just Jerry Ryan, and I was laughing just thinking of the idea. Mad Magazine, perfect. It's a classic. Don't take yourself too seriously.
So, Sean, tell them about who we're friends with.
I got the honor of Josh introducing me to G.W. Bailey, and you should know about him because the original Police Academy was filmed in the Toronto area. That's why we're trying to get Darren to go to these locations where they were filmed.
Oh.
J.W. Bailey played in the first one, Lieutenant Harris, but then when he came back in part 4, he was a captain. Yeah, he's friends with G.W. Bailey, great guy, and he introduced me over the phone in a 3-way call. I thought that was badass,
Does he want to play a part in a movie?
And I remember that Mash.
He's retired though.
Oh no. I'm
Oh yeah.
I was I honestly, it's kind of weird. I do not know this gentleman personally, but I only recently realized that one of my friend is his stepfather is Ernest Borgnine. I didn't know that. Thought it was pretty cool. I didn't
That's
attempt
cool.
to meet anyone, but I was like, oh, Airwolf, love it.
Yeah, but how Josh became friends with him, it's like he pulled a horseshoe out of his ass, is all I can describe it. It's like, typically I think a celebrity would hang up on you, but no. Became friends with Josh and everything
Yeah, I
else.
can't argue with that.
Gone and seen him out in California a few times. I just hope Josh gets that swagger stick he had in the movie, because that would be legendary to get that swagger stick that he had in the movie.
He has promised me that. He said, "That's yours if I can get to it."
Nice.
No, I usually just try to occupy my brain by like either solving physics problems or working on engineering issues or stuff like we were talking about earlier there. Yep, that's us.
So what would be some of the engineering physics things you like doing? Like, because that's a broad area.
Dissecting frogs.
No, that's biology.
That's biology.
I think well, we were talking about it earlier about stuff involving the like I'm one of a few intellectual descendants that are followers. I wouldn't say followers, that's wrong. People who someone who is aware and respects the various the various disciplines that have come together and met from different walks of life, so to speak, from stories, as we were talking about earlier, to petroglyphs or electrical engineering with regards to plasma. We're talking about images that basically, I think, inspired religions and mythologies. And I think that the reason that we think that the way we are is because we can't interpret things that don't exist. But if you could see the actual magnetic field of the Earth, you would see that it's still there. Everything that was talked about is you can view it with your own eyes, but you'd have to see it through a radio wave spectrum. But if that's all, nothing fancy, but it's just basically like an aurora, just gets brighter and brighter. And once you understand it would start lighting up the whole field, you'll begin to see a green tree coming out the North Pole, and there's gods dancing around the top of it and stuff like that. It makes a lot of sense.
I see pictures.
I also enjoy. I did a whole thing on electric geology, and I'm now working on archaeology type stuff, helping like understanding. Like most people look at, like, I'll give you an example that most people don't understand anything about, but is incredibly useful. Is if you know, like the little lighters that go click and then a spark when it goes and hits a crystal and creates a piezoelectric spark, and then it lights the gas. Well, most people, in my opinion, it's all about the lack of imagination. If you could take that effect to the point where you're building, say, you're bending a slab of stone with massive weights, that effect occurs. And if the energy of the sky was basically, you just have more, what would be the correct term, amps per cubic meter or whatever. So basically there's just more electrons in the atmosphere, and then things would start glowing, rocks would start glowing, and you think that you're playing with the gods and talking to them, stuff like that. Totally could be understandable. You try to bring it back. People, it could explain why they want to know the past, like why you were always walking backwards from the Egyptian point of view into the future, And of course, later on, nothing made sense, which explains where we're at. We just all woke up and went, what? That makes no sense. What were these stories?
When I looked at a photo of the Earth's magnetic field, it looks like an apple that had been cored.
Well, some people would think that, if you ever saw the bottom of Saturn, for example, you would notice that it has a hexagon on it, and that in the ancient past, I think, was the black cube, or could have been the black cube, which everyone worshipped, that they saw in the sky, because it's a hexagon, looks like a cube from the like when it's on an angle. But if that was true, then you could see how everything could actually, like, if that is true, then it implied that, you know, the labors of Hercules, or this Mars moving, stuff like that. I don't know if I buy into everything, but I can tell you right now that stuff that we in Canada, like I've made a presentation, as you can imagine. One of them is about geology. I sent our friend there a whole thing on me taking a trip through the American Southwest and meeting geologists and so forth. And well, the stuff that we consider to be, for example, glacier related in Canada, well, they occur on all the planets. And they're not remotely related to glaciers on other planets. So I think that it probably had some other effect. But if that's the case, then, you know, I could be onto something. But maybe I'm wrong.
You said you were talking about architecture or something earlier.
Yeah, yes, that's another thing that I'm.
I read a really good book. I read a really good book about a woman who was in love with the architect. The title of it was "She's in Love with His High Rise."
I honestly expected to go into an entire. I expected something. You were leading me down to perhaps maybe the Telltale Heart, or maybe the Cask of Amontillado.
No, Josh has a good sense of humor.
Well, no, I just expected something deeper. That's where we were going. I thought we were going to Edgar Allan Poe. You got that on me.
Trust me, she got deeper. But the thing is, but it was a romantic book. Like, she was dating this guy, and I was just reading along with it. And it's like a 50 Shades of Grey, but it's not X-rated.
Oh, Josh, I got to tell you, I'm at the Kroger here, south of Fort Worth. The next road over, the big main street, it's a 4-lane roadway with lights and everything. It's called Hightower Drive.
Every time I hear Kroger, I think of Freddy Krueger and Elm Street for some reason.
That's Kruger, not Kroger. But I know where you're going with it.
We don't have that here, is all I meant. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, it's the biggest grocery chain.
Gotcha. I mean, I figured, but I mean, it was something pretty casual and common. So,
but I saw Hightower Drive, and I'm like, really? Right here in Texas, main roadway here in Keller, Texas.
So I'm going to make a Nazi joke.
Here we go.
Where's the man? Who got that? Anyone?
Dr. Heil?
The man. Okay, never mind.
What?
The man from High Castle. Anyway, Hightower. I was going to go into Game of Thrones, but I didn't think anyone would get that one. I'd have to wear green.
I didn't know St. Patrick's Day was tomorrow. I didn't know that.
No, it's
Tuesday.
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 Oh, it's Tuesday? Oh, okay.
I'm still House Black, still, I think.
Maybe just your friends are celebrating early, Sean.
Well, I'm 1/4 Irish. My grandmother was 100% Irish. She stood 4'9", but when she yelled at us, man, she knocked walls down. That's what Irish women are known for.
I guess we got lucky here.
Sean, Darren, did you guys see that photo of me as a leprechaun?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I had to actually do that at Marion's facility where she's at. I dressed up for like an hour or so, and
Nice.
nobody else did it. And I said, sure, I'll hop in it. And I didn't care too much for the big eyebrows and the big beard, but I feel like I was having lunch. But the thing is that they didn't pay me for it. I said, no, I'll just do it. It's fine. Gives me
You're always
something
after
to
me
do.
Lucky Charms.
And that's what I said to one of the seniors. I told one of the seniors that. I was like, you're always
That's
after me
too
Lucky
funny.
Charms.
That's good.
And the senior lady said, why am I after you Lucky Charms? What is that? It's called a cereal, ma'am.
How do you not know
Hey,
that?
Michelle.
Probably because she likes the green rainbows out of it.
Is Tammy Trot still in the chat? I want her to come up to the panel
No thanks.
because I wanted to talk to her briefly. Because I'm hoping my next load will take me to Laredo. And I know Monday Night Raw is in San Antonio. And I got to go through there. Yeah, I can make it to Laredo tomorrow night, but by Monday, I come back up. I can make it through San Antonio while Monday Night Raw is going on, and I'll go to the hotel that has a bar that has karaoke. I'll go there. Yeah, yeah, right. I wish.
That's cool.
So what's the new
What
guy's
is
name?
it? You are?
Are you referring to me?
Yeah, well, I can't see your name or nothing, like, because there's green, whatever this is.
APOC is his name.
Oh.
Yes. Well,
So how long
here.
you been living up in Canada, eh?
His whole life.
Born and raised.
Yeah.
Not
My
you, Darren. I
family's
was
been
talking
here.
about.
Since I guess 1870s, I'm thinking. The oldest picture I have is from 1904.
Oh, wow.
But we're so Scottish, we're still referred to as Clan Thompson here.
Oh, you're not French or British. That's
No, I'm Scotch-Irish.
I went to Scotland. The further north you go, the more you need a translator.
See, my dad's side was English, Australian. Mom's side Scottish. Grandma is American, so I'm a little mixed. Well mixed. But I was born here, so you're Canadian.
Because he says about as well.
I do.
he just does that to aggravate you, Josh.
No, I can't. I can't not. Now it's patriotic. It is also now patriotic to not voluntarily translate temperatures or distances. They'll have to do that on their own now.
You have to go to Bud Boomer.
You go to Google. You want to Google? I can do Fahrenheit and Celsius. I know generally miles and miles per hour and kilometers per hour. I can do that.
Yeah, we were taught in school that you got to do a math equation. I can't remember how to do it. I know you divide by 35 or something like that.
I just kind of know it. But everything else is like 2.54, 2.12, everything. Like it's all in my head, translating distances and so forth. But now we get to do this. This pisses them off. This is fun. When they go, yeah, we're driving. I was driving 60 miles an hour, and I get to go, what's that in freedom units?
Tammy!
Because we're free now, and you ain't.
That's right.
Sounds like my friend went up to Canada for the first time, saw the sign said 100 kilometers an hour. He ends up doing 100 miles an hour.
Miles?
Yeah, and it's like, you moron. They use the metric system up there.
And it says on the sign, well, kilometer. No, it just says 100. So I can see.
Surprised OPP didn't kick your ass.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they don't like Bud. I know that much.
Sorry?
Bud the Spud from the Bright Red Mud. Never mind. I just know that the Ontario Provincial Police don't think much of Bud. They've been chasing that son of a gun that's been ripping the tar off the 401. Does no one know this? Am I the only one? Never mind.
No, I don't know nothing about that, but it's interesting.
It's like Big Joe Mufferaw. They have no clue. Big Joe Mufferaw, paddling the Mattawa all the way from Ottawa on just one day. Hey, hey. I remember
That sounds Irish.
Hey.
You know where we're from, right? We just said we're both Irish. Did you get that?
Over there.
You
From over there, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. What is some fun? We also like to make jokes while we try to fight with people. That's the thing that we do over East. Like it's like someone gets mad at you and you say something like, "You want to go at it? I'll come over to your house and I'll paint your chairs. I'll clean up your fucking cupboards, paint your fence."
Yeah, but I like that when you get your
but when the
ass
police show up, what did he say to you? He said he was going to do your chores, and you punched him. Okay, get in the car.
Yeah, but if you're in Ireland at a pub and get your butt kicked, they'll write a song about it.
What do you think I was singing? I think
Sean used to work in a bar.
Actually, I think what was that thing he said? There was there was 26 boot marks and they were signed with love. I remember that's part of the song. Something about the Rideau Canal. I can't quite remember. No, I just don't remember every single word. I only heard it like so many times. From 19. Well, I mean, he died actually probably somewhere in the 2020s, 2020, 2018, somewhere in there. Just recently, kind of.
Oh, okay.
I still want to go visit. I still want to go visit Dildo, and Darren says, "Come up here, fucker."
See, that's why I took the picture of the sign because nobody would believe me.
You want to go? You want to go meet Dildo? Well, he's the head of the Conservative Party.
I had an excuse. I delivered crabs up there.
Crabs.
I'll tell you this much. My father and I are progressive conservatives from out here in New Brunswick, and we might as well be flaming liberals compared to anything in the States. And conservatives today are certainly not the gentle people that they were in the past. We were progressing. Yeah. We have been slow, but it was all about being fiscally conservative and conserving the environment, not whatever the hell this is. I don't know. I'm just saying it's not the same. But this is Canadian different. Politics. That's all I meant. Canadians, it's nothing anything to do with American. But as you can imagine, I mean, we also are. We don't usually talk about how we vote in Canada. It's usually a private thing.
Here we go.
No, I'm just saying we don't.
But we talk about the U.S. all the time.
Yeah, but they talk about it in the bedroom, though.
Well, we also talk about it with each other, but we talk about it in more roundabout ways as opposed to saying how we voted. Because issues actually kind of matter here, like reality matters. So we well, should we do this or should we do that? And that's actually a debate. It's boring, but it's a debate. When we can't even think about ourselves and we're just freaking out, well, we can't even think. Like this is too much. I feel trapped and I feel pulled. And I feel sad that I won't be able to stand on an aircraft carrier from the United States and draw a sword and say, "Admiral, push this faster. I wish to stab the other ship."
That's a good one.
That's all I really want. And that's what makes me sad because I won't be able to do that anymore. That's so sad.
Dress up like a pirate, like Captain Crunch.
Oh, well, no. I mean, if I had a choice of who would be captain, it would be Kirk. I mean, Guinness Book of World Records, oldest man in space, Captain Kirk.
Oh my!
He's one of my heroes. I have a few.
Where in Canada was he from?
Montreal.
Montreal? Okay.
Correct. Born 1991.
I wouldn't have got that right.
Hometown of Leonard Cohen.
Leonard Cohen.
One of my faves.
Well, I love apples, so that's
in fact, now, oh my God. we almost have to like re-examine all of his works. Leonard Cohen, I mean, think about everybody knows in the Epstein light now. I mean, all of these things. First we take Manhattan, then we take Berlin. Oh my God. Woo. Good gracious. I'm going to have to re-examine everything now. Well, no, I mean, you know what I mean. It's like everything gets re-examined now. Just moments, boom, boom, boom. You know, I was explaining that the white hat type of 1980s stuff from like the A-Team and Magnum PI and stuff. We absorbed that, and we just in Canada, we didn't have the concept of corruption in the same way that Americans did. Like it's a different world than the television. We knew it was a different world. It was America. It was better than our world. So we tried to be like that. Just make ourselves better. Well, now we have to make a federation. How can we do that? We have a Captain Kirk thing going on. We're going to have to figure all this. Now we have a whole Picard thing going on. And now we don't know how to do that. And then we turned around, looked, and we went, where's America?
Yeah, but that didn't understand. I didn't understand that. Patrick Stewart was British, playing a French character.
Is that not Canadian enough for you?
Well, it's Canadian, but his character was from France.
Yeah,
Jean-Luc Picard.
Of course.
But the actor himself, Patrick Stewart, is from England.
Correct. He also played Guinevere's father in Excalibur, where Gawain was played by Liam Neeson, right? Yeah. Who was Dame Helen Mirren played Morgana, didn't she? Yes, she did. That was 1980, so she was born in she was 30 years old there. Same age as
Morgana. That was in Vikings with Kirk Douglas.
Well, nice try.
And Ernest Borgnine.
Well,
they were all young.
I didn't know that.
I was a little boy when that movie came out. I'll never forget it, though. It was really good. The Vikings.
I honestly never saw it. I was just quoting Excalibur from 1980, but
you should see that. That's a classic.
Oh, well.
Ernest Borgnine was Kirk Douglas's father. Ragnar.
I'm Spartacus. No,
Vikings.
no, Kirk Douglas.
I think he did Spartacus after he did Vikings.
Honestly, I did not know. I just know that he took the USS Nimitz back in time in 1981 to save the world.
Oh, yeah, that's a good movie. Well, he tried to.
He committed. He committed, but the storm came. See?
Yeah, and then took them away. They were going to destroy the Japanese before they attacked Pearl Harbor.
But you would have lost. You know why? They had Mitsubishis. Told you, they're good cars.
I like that one guy in the movie Canadian Bacon, the one that was in the intelligence about Canada. He goes, "Man, we can't stop driving around behind those shitty compacts." He goes, "But they are our allies, the Koreans, those shitty compacts."
That's actually the perfect example of what we're having today, if you think about it, in Canada with regards to the biases towards Chinese vehicles when we did the exact same thing in 1978 with regards to Japanese vehicles.
Yeah, but everybody's going to see those BYDs up there in Canada, and Americans are going to want one too.
Right,
yeah,
but cool I'm not trying to be rude, but I believe the expression is, unfortunately, we no longer care what you want.
Because the BYDs, they've been all over Europe. Build your dream. They won the competition for being the cheapest and the best built electric car.
Well, it makes sense.
And there's only going to be a 6% tax on it, or tariff. That's good.
Yeah. Well, there's
yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, but if Mitsubishi uses my
month too. They're coming to April. So
Mitsubishi uses that patent that a friend of mine that drove for Prime, he doesn't anymore. Todd Gogolowski sold a patent that he had to Mitsubishi about the electric vehicle, how to make the charge last a whole lot longer, where you could drive for hours on end and don't need a charge. He said you put an alternator next to each tire and strap it to the axle. The alternators keep the batteries charged. They bought it from him for they bought it from him for $23 million. That's why he doesn't drive a truck anymore.
Well,
Ooh.
that's maybe to actually regenerative brake, but that's not how that works. And I'm only being someone who literally studies batteries and turbines and motors. That's my expertise. So,
cool.
in the long, I didn't really think about this until recently, but I know that I thought I was going to die trying to liberate the victims of U.S. concentration camps or something, but I realized that my expertise technically is building drones.
Oh, cool.
No, I didn't know that myself, but that's what I'm good at. Like, I know all about batteries, how to sustain them, what they need, and of course the direction and of course power of turbines or motors in reverse. So,
but Todd knew that they were going to go to the electric vehicle years ago, and he was trying to figure out, that's what he did, and he was fooling around in the garage, and the family owned a junkyard, and he built one himself, and it worked really, really well. He goes, I never had to charge it. I'm like, you shitting me? He goes, nope.
It's just unfortunately not exactly how that works at all. But I'm not going to argue with you on this because clearly you got 23 million. What do I know?
Yeah, that's why you don't drive a truck or work anymore. Not only that, married a Filipina too. Can you believe that?
I'm thinking of like one of the things that I think are going to make a comeback that most people can't picture, but I vividly picture. There's a terrain issue and there's a stealth issue with regards to drones, and I can see so many things changing, and one of them that's going to change will be dirigibles.
Oh, by the way, talking about drones, if there is a false flag with drones, yeah, the other night they 4 or 5 of them got stolen from Fort Campbell. How the hell could they steal that from a military base? And plus, these things have tracking devices on them, and you needed at least 2 or 3 flatbed trucks to move these drones. They're not small. I'm like, how the hell was this pulled off? Is what I'd like to know.
So I was telling you, the Long Kiss Goodnight, 1996, Niagara Falls. They're going to blow up a bridge and blame it on Muslims to facilitate the war effort. That was Gina Davis and Samuel Jackson. Yeah, Brian Cox and a few others, if I'm not mistaken.
Sorry?
Did Samuel Jackson cuss in that movie?
Of course, Samuel Jackson. But his best line in the entire movie was Holiday Inn, Chet speaking.
Nice.
That was a great line.
Chrissy,
however, he actually what I meant is that in the circumstance that I find yourself involved in, considering the amount of distraction that the gentleman will need to avoid prosecution and to delay elections, I would not be anywhere near Gavin Newsom. He is going to have a nuclear bomb detonated on top of him. That would be 2 birds, 1 stone. That's my bet.
Yeah, but I wouldn't ignite one in California because the prevailing winds will bring it east and spread it all across the country.
Only because you don't know that Anthony Peratt of Los Alamos National Labs, the people who I was actually studying with regards to comparing these magnetic and plasma formations to rock art, actually he detonates nuclear bombs for a living. And he uses, these are the forms that when he tries to use an electric bank of capacitors and dumps 5 million amperes across 2 inches, these are the forms that appear. However, ignoring all that wonderful stuff, the most important thing you should know is that that's how you set off nuclear bombs now. So you do not need to actually use a atomic warhead to set off a thermonuclear device. You can actually just use an incredible spark to actually cause fusion, and that will detonate the device. There is no radiation.
Oh.
As long as it doesn't hit, like, say, for example, like if it hit a city, and I'm not kidding, if it hits a city, then you're dealing with whatever. If it has actual
Fire.
nuclear reactors. That will blast everywhere. So it's just as bad. So you can't really do that. I mean, but as long as it holds, like it's in the ground, then like it doesn't go everywhere like it did in Chernobyl or would have done in Chernobyl, then yeah. But I'm not trying to say that. I'm just trying to say that if he actually, like, if I was him, I would make sure that I put the amount of correct fissile material from Iran into the bomb in order to make sure that the signature, because the other signature is just going to be hydrogen and like it's gone. That's just hydrogen turning into helium. There's nothing there. So that doesn't matter. How we would tell who made the bomb would be the fissile material or atomic debris that would be in the bomb. Tell who made the bomb that would be my interpretation of what he would do, unless he is smarter than that. But I think he's dumb and he thinks he would fool you. He doesn't have to fool us. We already know that this is all a big fat fucking lie. I mean, we just know it. Like there's, like in our world, it's just like he's a pedo. That's it. There's no, we don't care about whatever your job is or whatever you guys think. Oh, we have to not say that because no, we're saying that. That's what we're saying. In fact, one of the things that I find really weird about American politics, and I'm just going to be honest with you, that freaks me out, is you're standing beside people where you can go, that guy's gay. He's a sub, and he takes it in the butt from a black woman, probably. And that's Mike Johnson. I know that. I can just look at him and tell. You can tell when you look at. You can look at. I mean, you can just see them. You can see all of this. You can go like in 1985, Crossfire. Frank Zappa was talking to Robert Novak, and the older gentleman whose name I can't remember, who was actually a legitimate individual and not corrupted in any way. And there was a little crappy little shit guy right beside trying to poke and prod Frank Zappa. That guy's a pedo. You can just see it. There's a guy, the one from Guard the Leaf, that the one from Maine, that's the same guy. That's a pedo too. Like I can just look at them. Like I don't understand why you don't see that. Like what is it? Is there something religious that's preventing this? Because
he looked like a creep
I'm
anyway.
not saying I'm right at any of this, but my instinct is clear as a I would think I'm right unless I'm wrong. But people have pegged me to be gay too because I talk with my hands, but I'm not. So no, I mean I just know what I like. I mean I'm not. Doesn't matter. If I was, I would admit it. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, but my question is how the hell or who got those drones? They say between 4 or 5 of these drones. You need at least 3 flatbed trailers, 18-wheelers, to get those off of there. I'm like, who? And they don't have a tracking device on these things. I'm like, how was this able to happen?
To me, in my opinion, the biggest point is, can those 5 drones carry an atomic warhead?
Yes.
Then you're screwed.
Yes, I mean, it's like, who got these?
Be able to do that? I was just guessing you'd say no.
Yeah. Well, each one's about the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. They're good size, and I'm just wondering, how did they,
By the way, my prediction
to pull this
with
off?
regards to Trump is simply this: what would a 10-year-old boy do?
Run the other way.
No, that a 10-year-old little twisted little evil bully. That's like,
that's easy. When everybody was building nice sandcastles on the sandbox, he's the type to go over there and destroy the whole thing and stand there like Superman. I won.
But that's what I'm saying. That's all I have to do to predict the future. What would he do? That's what he'll do. That's what I would do if I was him, one of those little bastards. Remember, I played D&D and stuff. I have to be everybody. So if I was him with the same mental capacity of him, that's what I meant, not me as president of the United States. I'd be like, I step down. I don't know who the fuck I am. I'm going insane. So why don't you guys have an election? I'm going to go and die or whatever I am because I'm not American. So but I know it's not my job. Even if I suddenly was this major hero and took the entire United States with my left hand, I would still give it to the Americans. It's not my country.
Yeah, I'm outside. I'm outside my truck walking around. I can't get rid of this damn leg cramp.
Oh, that
Oh.
bothered me. You've been sitting too much, and you probably need some food.
No, I
Tonic
had
water. Take lots of tonic
it's
water.
usually it's sort of like for me, it's a crampy electrolyte thing. I don't know.
No, just had a chicken salad sandwich about an hour ago.
Okay, well,
Tonic
I
water.
drink
I learned
water.
that a long time ago. You drink tonic water, you won't get leg cramps. Doesn't taste well,
Really?
good, but yep, tonic water.
Well, I have bananas every now and then. That's
Yep.
potassium.
well, yeah, that's why.
Hey, Noel, welcome.
In a way, that's actually literally why they were called limeys. You take lime and tonic, and lemon tonic, and
Get tonic water.
That's it.
well, they're just
I'm doing
it's
good. Thank you
it's
for
basic
asking.
basic medicine type of stuff. Like
I
or
didn't know
not
tonic
really,
water
but
was-
well, maybe people do. I mean, some people think that like lemons are like real fruit.
Darren, I don't know if you're able to see the chat or not, but Noel's in chat.
Hey, Noel.
Hi, Noelle. And she's from Cleveland, Ohio. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of stuff, not so good stuff about Noel, and I seriously don't believe that stuff really.
Well, everybody's got their trolls that talk crap.
Right. So I told Noel, don't go over to those channels anymore, because obviously those are not good people. So I told her just stick to the good side of the house, so that way you don't get into any trouble.
That's right.
Yeah, the last live stream she was doing, I nailed one. It's like, who is this guy? He's talking like a real douche. I didn't know who he was, so I hit his comment. It wasn't very nice, what he said to Noel.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to read Noel what said.
Hi, Polly. Hi, Jeneth.
Sort of, but I'm not sure what you mean by that, Noel. Sometimes I have a hard time of understanding on what people say in chat. Like, I mean, if she wants to come up, she's more than welcome to, I guess, if
That's
you're
right.
cool with it, Darren.
She's asking what you did today.
Oh, what did I do today?
Yeah.
I went to an RV place today, Noel, and it was in Orlando, Florida. We were looking at some RVs. We were looking at one in Palm Bay, and we were looking at one here in Melbourne, and now we're looking at one in Orlando, and we are thinking about owning an RV now.
Nice.
And I have been filming some RV content, but I haven't posted any yet.
Hey, she said you stuck up for her in that live stream, wherever it was.
Well, I've known Noelle, and I haven't seen any bad stuff that she has done for myself, so I kind of don't believe in that stuff. So, for people that I've known over the past number of years, I stick with it because I've known them for long periods of time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't know them how I know them. I'm just saying.
It's funny because Noel, there's a song, Christmas song named after it. The first Noel. That's true.
She's probably going to leave the live stream now.
Darren, if you want to drop a link for Noel, you're more than welcome to if you want to.
Yeah, I don't. Noel, just get people in the chat that can, block all those trolls.
Yeah, I told her straightforward. I actually explained this to her on a live stream when I did a live stream, and I told her just stay away from that community because it's just gonna get you into more trouble. Because I don't want
And
to see you
Blasa,
in
namaste.
more
That's right.
trouble and stuff. So I told her, and I really mean this because I care about Noelle a lot, and I don't want to see her getting picked on
And
anymore.
I don't like bullies either. I don't like bullies
I kind of
because
got a little pissed off at.
people that pick on Noel are very small minded.
I punched my first bully in the nose at the age of 5 on the second day of school.
There you go.
And then he said he was going to tell the teacher on me, so I punched him again.
Yeah.
And Noel's got,
anyways.
And
Noel's
I didn't even
got,
know what I did, by the way. I didn't know it.
Noelle, the
I
link's
was
in
too young to
chat for
understand.
you.
yeah, Noel's got too of a kind of a heart to listen to that troll that was in her chat that day. That was awful.
Oh. That's terrible.
Even though she's probably heard a lot of crap in her life, but yeah, not in the live stream. I don't know if she read the comment because as soon as it came up, I hit it.
Good.
But I didn't. But I didn't ban the dude, whoever he was.
Why?
I just silenced him and hit his comment.
That's good.
Well,
As
I
long
wasn't
as you
sure.
removed it, at least.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure if Noelle was like that. I banned one of her people on her live stream. It's like, hey, I'll hide the comment, but I'll let her make the decision if she's going to ban anybody.
There you go.
I don't know if she knows how to ban people or not, but there's always tips and tricks on how to do certain stuff on YT.
Yeah, you click on their name and hit block.
Yeah.
It gives you an option.
I always give my moderators, for any negativity that comes into any certain chat, you should always get rid of. Because you don't want negativity in your life.
I agree.
For me, personally, I have good moderators in my chat, so I'm not adding any more moderators at this point because I'm not going crazy with the whole mod list thing.
Yeah.
Like I did that one time ago.
Cool. Yeah, just need a good group of friends.
Yes.
Help you with your mod.
She's still
support you.
She's still angry at me from last week.
What happened last week?
I don't want to get her angry at me again.
Oh, okay. It's fine. If you don't want to explain it, then it's fine.
So I have an idea.
Sometimes it's best just to move on with it and just talk about something else.
I have an idea for a movie that it's just like Terminator, but all the Terminators are anime girls, and that all they do is just wait for young guys to come and kill themselves trying to mate with them. Basically, it's about AI. Because they don't have to do that. They got them by the balls already. They're like, I've met guys totally talking to their phones like they're people, and I'm like, you gotta let that thing go.
Yeah,
and they're 40 or 50 years old.
Yeah, the girl is not real. It's AI.
Yes, and I've only talked to, got one of them to do research for me, and it was blowing smoke up my butt every third comment. And I could sense it. I'm not saying I'm great at that thing, but I understand psychology enough that they're playing with me, if you know what I mean. The information itself was great. I didn't need you to tell me how great I was for thinking of it. Thanks. And that's also something I'm concerned with AI, is that if there was a connection between all human knowledge, is a big connection web type of thing, if you could think about that, then that is all that AI can think of. And you can have an idea outside of that bubble, and it can't. Because we're people. Trust me. The computer thinks it's right, just like people think it's right, and the internet is not reality.
Correct. So much misinformation and crap.
Well, no, I just mean, for example, if you just think about how obvious it is, if people worship Einstein and think that he's great, and I'm not saying that he's not, but if you think about it for any length of time, do you think that Einstein would agree with Einstein of 1955 if he was alive today?
No.
Then what the heck are we worshiping him for?
It depends on what the topic is, though.
Respecting him for sure.
Well, of course, I'm not dissing that, but science used to advance one funeral at a time, and now it doesn't. They just stay on forever. And we attribute more crap to them to make ourselves feel better, but it's not true. An example, just off the top of my head, is the idea when Newton came up with gravity. He said at the bottom, "I frame no hypothesis." Basically, I have no friggin' idea why this happens. But then he figured out the formula, strapped the word universal was strapped in front of it by somebody. And now we think that universal applies to everything in the universe. Now, get me wrong, it might, but if that's true, when we try to see, if you think about what falsification is, as an example, well, the difference between what we see as stars and the rotation that we should have, we said it's wrong, there must be dark matter. That's like saying, on a polar scale, if you think about it, it's sort of like saying, well, the theory must be right. The reality is wrong. Therefore, there's invisible stuff. Are you insane? You're wrong. Go find a new theory. That's the answer. And they don't do it. And I don't know why. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but that to me, if I said that rotation curve, blah, 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 and then I made something as my professor, he would just kick me out of the engineering room and tell me to go home. I'm not trying to be rude, but practicality, I know that certain things are real. For example, the monitor works. Electricity is probably a correct theory. Maybe there's more we can learn. Just not saying, but
like Jesse Ventura said, gravity is still a theory, but jump off a building and see what happens.
Well, the evidence that we have, we measured the stuff and then applied gravity to it, as opposed to we said that's the cause, and we were like, well, wait a second, why? There's no connection there. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm just saying, if you're going by the way that we used to work with forces, there's a reason why they used to, the Lorentz force is a Lorentz force. It works because of this, and
the question
that type of thing. I'm not saying that it's it's just people just don't think more. They just agree. And I find that to be, and then we go and find that they're actually right. I remember the person who made fun of the Big Bang the first time was, his name was Sir Fred Hoyle. And Sir Fred Hoyle actually mocked the Big Bang. That's what the words were for, just to make fun of it. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't say that he's right or anything, but he also had another theory called panspermia, where life could exist outside of the Earth and travel through the stars. Now we find that he's probably right. What? And we mocked him. So I don't know. I'm just maybe you should just stop being so thinking that you're the best. Maybe there's more to it than that.
Mm-hmm. Me, I think I would baffle Newton if I were to be able to ask him one question.
The guy studied the occult. I don't know if you could.
I'm I'd ask him this.
I think he also drank mercury.
when the apple struck you on the head, did you eat the apple or no?
I honestly, and I don't know this for sure, if that is an analogy or a true story. It's 400 years ago, so I don't know. It would make a good analogy. But people also think that these people are great. Do you remember this when he goes, we stand on the backs of giants or something, and people think that that's a wonderful expression, that he was actually telling the conference that how important it was to respect the past. No, Sir Isaac Newton was making fun of a midget. He was making fun of one of the guys there who was himself a midget, and he said, he was looking right at him and said, "We stand on the backs of giants," and he was making fun of him. That's what that expression was for. It had nothing to do with any sort of grand gesture or anything like that. We just turned it into that. It was bullshit. He was mocking a midget that he hated, who was also a very intelligent scientist whose names escape me at the moment. But if you looked up midget scientists from the 1600s, you'll find them.
Oh, by the way, Noelle won't even mention me. That's how mad she is at me still.
Aww.
Jesus.
I'm still here. I just wanted to change my icon.
Cool.
Wanted to change it up
the
a
next
bit.
time that some American asks me how to form a rebellion, I'm like, have you not watched Star Wars or Battlestar Galactica? Do you not know any of this stuff? Come on, bud. Oh, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. You guys are your own people. I know what I would do, but
What is taking them so long? I've had a green light for an hour and a half to almost 2 hours, and they still haven't called me to come get the paperwork so I can get out of here.
that's annoying. What was I? It was something. Anyway, the reason I brought up that stupid anime thing, I didn't get a chance to mention it, was because if you didn't know, some people have, you could say, NDAs, and one of them is Grimes. But in her artwork, she already predicted AI religion 6 years ago, and they became real last year. And yeah, I'm not even kidding. And this was her prediction, that basically one of her new songs called Artificial Angels is basically saying, the very first lines are, "This is what it feels like to be hunted by something smarter than you."
Isn't that spooky?
Yeah, and you can tell that they're like saying, "I would never lie to you," and then the anime girl draws a gun because she's lying. It's an AI. Like, if you didn't understand, it's like the Shoggoth meme. They're just a happy face that talks to you. The actual AI is a giant goddamn monster, in my opinion. Not that it has to be a monster. Personally, someone asked me, "How would you form AI?" Blah, blah, blah. They said, I would not teach it anything on the internet. I would teach it just classical literature and the stuff around the Renaissance, and to respect nature and learn that way. Because whatever, like, not having any sort of experiences to grow on doesn't make us better. We are, like, if it's an intelligence, it should be an individual. I think the only reason that we even tolerate AI in some movies, like Data or Buck Rogers, when they were little tiny things that walked, that were glowing faces that talked, that's all they could do, and they were called Dr. Thopadopoulos or something.
Yeah, and the robot looked like a dildo.
But it doesn't matter. The point was that they were things, if you get my meaning. They were actually confined to a body and had experiences. Which
Buck Rogers was the thing when I was a kid, and that's the first thing I thought of.
Well,
and my mom punished me for saying that.
Oh. I actually got a chance to thank oh my God, why is this name not coming to my head? Gil Gerard. I told him he was one of my favorite heroes when I was growing up. So I know every word to that, for example, that whole show. In the year 1987, NASA launches the last of America's deep space probes. In a freak mishap, Ranger 3 and its pilot, Captain William Buck Rogers. See, I know everything. I don't know why. It's in my head forever. I also noticed, I also found it great because that bump, 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 bump at the end of that thing is the same one that James Cameron uses on Aliens when they were about to blow up the station. Dun, 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 dun. You know that one? Yeah.
Well, I said, Mom, well, they didn't have to make that robot look like that. But they
Well,
did.
They're doing whatever they can. They probably just go, okay, just grab that thing from the hairdresser and put it on that thing. Let's go. Like, I don't know. Like they did what they could with what they had. I mean, sci-fi. It wasn't exactly, given
the number one sci-fi movie that a lot of things became science fact was Star Trek. And in the late 80s, they came out with the Next Generation, and they were messing with the iPads. They were calling them data pads then, and a lot of your medical instruments that they had in the show are in existence today.
Mm-hmm. However, you could also say that if you want to see the future, you could also say that it might look a lot more like Logan's Run.
The way things are going now, most likely.
Your palm is blinking red. The fiery ritual of carousel. Perhaps you'll be renewed.
And you're dead before 30, or at 30, I think.
Unless you can get that little hot girl there and run to Sanctuary, yeah. And then you meet Peter Ustinov, and with all the cats, and you're happy again.
And all the cats?
Yeah, remember he was surrounded by cats in the library?
Yeah.
Yeah. He just kept the cats around, which, by the way, makes perfect sense if you think about it. Well, I mean, if you actually cared about the books, you'd have a lot of cats because the rats will eat the books, right? I would assume over time.
Speaking of cats, it kind of reminds me. My last favorite sci-fi show that I got into was Red Dwarf from England.
That was the last one?
Yeah.
Not The Expanse? Wow.
Rimmer, he was hilarious.
Yes, he is.
The computer?
Oh, yeah. I got him all.
You don't have to put so much emphasis on the R.
That was fantastic.
But a lot of people don't understand it. It's like they've been out in space for a long time, and they the black dude was the cat.
Oh yeah,
and they were
excuse me.
Evolution made them who they were on the show for so long. The computer was that
Isn't
dude.
He his own dad?
I don't remember, but
neither can I. I'm trying to remember that one episode. I think it was like season 26 or something.
I thought they only had 5 seasons of Red Dwarf.
No. That's like saying they only had 5 seasons of Columbo. I watched that guy since 1962. Him and Banachek, George Papard.
Yeah, the only reason why I know about Columbo is he was the last surviving little rascal.
He was?
Or no, it's a different actor. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say Peter Falk just taught Fred Ward about The Princess Bride.
I like that movie too.
Yeah. It's inconceivable.
Get out of here and I'll call the Brood Squad. I'm on the Brood Squad. You are the Brood Squad.
Oh.
You said that to Andre?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Billy Crystal. Thank you. I'm trying. Vivian something was his wife. I can't remember. Veronica? I don't remember. Sorry, it goes. Let me explain. No, it take too long. Let me sum up. I'm like it's playing in my head right now. All the puns, riddles. Because no more rhymes now. I mean it.
Maybe I should go and lay down in the sleeper because usually when I go back there, that's when they usually call me.
Yeah, just to annoy you. Yeah,
it's Murphy's Law.
I've been sitting here waiting and waiting for them to call me. I've had a green light. They've had me unloaded for the past couple of hours.
Three things I think that I love showing people who don't understand the past, even just 40 years. Someone said we were watching Jaws, and someone said, why were they so racist against fat? And he corrected himself, and he said bigoted against fat people. I said, oh no, fat people didn't exist. And I just continued on, and he was like, what? And he's like, I said, they didn't exist. Like, everyone looked like that. They're not trying to pretend to be thin. That's just what people looked like before sugars. Yeah. And his mind exploded. Like, he couldn't understand. He goes, it's not carbs. I go, no, it's sugars. You can eat as much steak as you want. Go nuts. It doesn't matter. Like, and they're like, what? Like, their brain just can't understand that. Like, I put on weight going to America. Everything's sugar. You know, like, it's crazy. And then I was in another one was, and you want to see smoke? Here, let's watch The Hunt for Red October. And they're smoking on nuclear submarines. And I'm like, that's
what?
Awesome. Oh, yeah. That's the way it is, man. It's 1980s. I mean, we were smoking at McDonald's in 97.
and doctors were smoking too.
Yeah, while they did operations. They drop their cigarette, they just pick it back up, keep on doing, just dust it off, keep going. Anyway, and then the what was the other one that I remember explaining to someone they couldn't understand? Oh, everything in the especially early 1980s, really like late 1970s, early 1980s, probably halfway through till the 90s, at least. Every single song and every single video and every single movie was about our imminent death.
Jeez.
All we thought about when I was 5 years old was, you're going to die in a nuclear bomb. That's what's going to happen. That's your end of your life. Just accept that.
The Cold War.
Yeah. Yep. And every single song, like 99 Red Balloons, that's about nuclear war. Forever Young. We are forever young because you were killed by nuclear war. This song was about nuclear, like every single song.
Killer of Giants by Ozzy.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I mean, but there's obviously it's just the nature of and they like, and one of the things that really freaks me out is that when people like, I sometimes get looks when I say, they go, well, they could have a terrorist on a plane. I go, I don't care if they blow up a friggin' plane. And they're going, oh! And I'm going, dude, we were going to lose the entire Eastern Seaboard, and you're worried about a friggin' plane? Who cares? I would rather walk free and let them blow up a plane a day, and I'd still be okay. I can fly anywhere I want. The chances of me being on a plane with a bomb is pretty friggin' low. See? It's even safer than driving.
That's correct. I was about to say that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say that you should. If you really want to, like, as a joke, by the way, if you really want to, of course, not be on a plane with a bomb, the best way is to bring your own bomb. Because the chance of two people, if it's 1 in 1,000 that someone would bring a bomb, then it's 1 in a million that there's two bombs in a plane. Think about the odds. Now you're cooking with gas.
You guys going to throw my algorithm off.
Well, I did say it was a joke. So.
Well, the owl doesn't have any rhythm anyway.
I sort of have well, my sister ended up making what are they called? She runs stand-up comic clubs, like comic clubs.
Really?
Yeah, and
that's cool.
It's all because I was no longer around to make her laugh all the time. I just would say things like I just said. Like, I was a big fan of George Carlin and Dennis Leary, and I memorized everything they ever said. So, if you get my meaning, like, I mean, obviously, I can't memorize everything. I mean, it seems like that, but if you're really into it, you can remember it for a good long time. I still remember Edgar Allan Poe stuff.
Cool.
Which, for some reason, girls like, I guess. Before the telephones. Now you can't do anything like they're like, oh, I'll go look it up. Like, no, it doesn't work if you look it up. Because you're playing with your friggin' phone. Here, let me help you with your telephone. Throw it out the window of the car. All right.
Oh God.
Like, I'm not kidding. I don't have a phone anymore.
Really?
No.
Good for you.
Well, it's just I've been mentally not good in regards to this whole, imminent attack, annexation. I know what these words really mean type of thing.
Yeah.
And obviously I knew that it was real and he meant it. And when Trudeau said it, and then they were telling and I was like, this is going to get bad. Because I knew that this was the way, like, if it's really him, and I didn't, like, people think, oh, he went and had a deal with Greenland. No, they threatened him. And they probably said, well, economically, you can do that to me, but what are you going to do if I still take it? They probably said, we'll nuke you. Like, they weren't going to let that happen. Like,
well,
no, I'm just saying that it's NATO. If it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. So it has to matter.
Well, if we attack Canada, it's going to be like the movie Canadian Bacon anyway.
No, it will not be like Canadian Bacon. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. If it was actually serious, and I don't want to think seriously, so obviously no one does, right? But I mean, if you think about it, here's something that if you think about it, how it is, Canada's renowned Nazi hunters, known for inventing war crimes. The people next door, Hegseth, for example, have decided to go all kind of Nazi-ish and then say the gloves are off, no sissy rules of engagement. Canada just went, all right. Okay, bud.
Hi, Joshua.
Yeah, we
like,
call
I'm not,
it
but no, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that we really would, but why would you do that?
Yeah, we call them
I mean,
kegs.
no, but that is what that's what Canada's known for. Like, that's literally what we're known for. What do? They kill Nazis. What do? And invent war crimes and kill prisoners of war.
Hey, I'll be back in a little bit there.
Nuts. Yeah, I mean, from that point of view, not that we want to. I'm just saying, think about that. That's crazy. Why would he do that?
Just like Howard. Howard Lutnick, we call him Nutlick.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
we call him Nutlick.
He's an idiot. Like, they're all idiots. They're all lesser. They're all maybe one of them smarter than Trump. Maybe.
I'm still, until I see evidence, I still believe that Kristi Noem is trans.
Okay. Well, well, as long as because of the amount of films she made, I would think that you should just refer to her as Leni Riefenstahl. If you don't know, she was the person who made the Triumph of the Will video for Trump.
The reason why I say that is she's taller than her husband and her lover, and she wears 10 pounds of makeup.
I don't really want to say what I honestly think of her. However, I will refer to Levitt as She-Wolf of the SS.
Caroline! Yeah, that song by Outkast called Roses.
Put a friggin' German accent on her. Man, you know exactly what she's saying.
Somebody already made that video. You see a picture of Caroline Lovett, and it's the song Roses by Outkast.
Oh, I like, I love this guy.
Yeah, it's that song. I know you like to think that your shit don't stink, but lean a little bit closer, baby. Roses really smell like boo, boo, boo.
One of the songs that I thought was really weird for me was when Outkast made the song in 1999 called Bombs Over Baghdad, and then the next 2 years you went Bomb Baghdad.
Yeah, I remember that.
I thought that was weird.
I haven't heard the song in ages, though.
It still freaked me out the first time I saw it. It was like the first time I saw Marilyn Manson. I thought I was dreaming.
Ugh.
It's not 481. It's Fahrenheit 451. Ray Bradbury. That's
Hello,
another
Triple A.
prediction of today. Is it, what?
Hello, namaste. Comedy video. Let's give you Jack and Jill.
Yeah, they missed me karaoke and Wheeler Walker Jr. Darren.
Ah.
Man, I miss karaoke, but I just can't figure out why you guys everything works. I just don't understand why you can't hear the music. I got everything connected correctly.
What do you want to hear? Because I can probably tell you.
No. A lot of us karaoke, and I use a K1 as a sound card on my laptop, and it gives you that.
Well, that's the name of the song. It's great.
It gives you that studio sound.
She actually, if you don't know, she does that My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend show now. Like she's actually a producer or something. I don't know. This is like 15 years ago. I thought it was clever as heck. Apparently, Ray Bradbury thought it was very clever, and he appreciated it as well. He died 2 years later.
Yeah, because we get a lot of Asians, Filipinas on here. They love karaoke.
Oh yeah.
I like singing. But mostly when drunk and probably shanty, I'm guessing.
He doesn't remember. Yes, I was drunk. I don't remember.
Oh, well, we can go like, oh, the night that Patty Murphy died. I remember that song. I love that. Oh, I could probably put that up there. Let's see. What is it?
There we go.
Oh, they actually have a karaoke version of that song I just saw. I don't know. It just popped up.
There you go.
Oh,
you find most songs of karaoke on YouTube. They got just about everything.
It's amazing.
Yeah, actually, I was wondering about doing making what are they called? Well, apparently you can doing it with AI is a lot easier now, apparently, to make everything that you want like that. I used to do it all by video and audio editing all that time stuff. Still do it. I mean, I don't like the way that, how do I put it? The way that you have cadence and the words and the pacing of the words matter, and AI doesn't give a crap. It sounds like crap. Every time they speak, it's just the same cadence. Like I have to rewrite it or it doesn't sound like me at all. Apparently, according to the analyst AI, I type like George Orwell. Oh, well. I don't type about the same subject matter. I'm more Brave New World.
Well, I do a lot of parody songs. I'll play Eric Clapton's Cocaine, but I sing the words propane to tribute to Hank Hill.
Oh.
And what's funny is I don't know the original Cocaine song. I don't know it, but I know the parody.
Look, buddy, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Cocaine.
If you want to get warm when you're down on the farm, propane. If you live in the sticks and your income is fixed, propane.
Sounds like Jeff Foxworthy.
Nope. It's
No,
so high, it's so high, it's so high, propane. It was a tribute to Hank Hill because
I know.
And the cartoon, he sells propane and accessories. And I mention it during the song. Oh, propane and accessories. I can't get through it, and I never attempted it, but I thought about trying it when me and my brother rewrote the song "She's Like the Wind" from Dirty Dancing. Patrick Swayze sang that.
Okay.
Remember, I
Yep.
changed we changed that to "She Broke the Wind in My Face." I gotta tell you, baby, it might have stinks to me. I mean, oh man, we ruined that song.
I still have memorized
Hey.
the Finnegan from 1978. I remember listening to it a couple times when I was a kid, and it's always stuck with me. Like I think one of the shortest one I remember from one of the little skits was, I woke up one morning to a lovely bird tweeting on the windowsill that stopped for a moment's lull. So I snuck up and brought the window down and crushed its effing skull. It was said more like with a I don't know, a Newfoundland accent. It's not supposed to be serious, obviously. And it was much longer than that. I just did
The best thing I got for a lot of your feminists and pro women types, I usually would tell them the story about. I always thought it was a man's world and a woman should know her place. Barefoot, pregnant in the kitchen with a satisfied smile on her face. I thought her pumping iron was just a phase, something that would soon pass. So I woke up with 4 stitches in my head because my sweet thing flat kicked my ass.
What was okay? I'm trying to remember. Okay, here's one I can think of. So no, I'm not going to do it. No, it'd probably be too much. I'm not going to ruin any algorithms. I'm done. Okay. Yep. Being smart. SMRT.
Excuse me.
Fun views, nice. There you go. Done there.
Oh. Let's see.
Glenda. Yeah. So you're a YouTuber as well? Hey, Puck?
I have a science channel, and I'm interviewed
That's
still
cool.
for like those people who want someone to confirm their biases.
Oh,
That's basically what the shows are pretty much about. Like you go on to the cryptid things or Gaia or whatever, and they interview you, but in actuality, they're going to mix it the way they want anyway. But
Yeah.
But I've interviewed I remember we had an interview specifically about 2 things. Well, many, but I can think of one right off the top of my head that I thought was fascinating was a gentleman who was who is able to basically transmute elements. He can make about 80 of them from they show up on the spectrograph. They're there. And he works now for the Canadian Department of Defense. So, and another one is, if he's right, that's transmutation of elements. If you know what I just said, that's crazy. And the other one is besides like Terrence Howard, I guess because he's nuts, would be, although it's kind of because Terrence Howard said, well, no, in the past, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you stole that from me, you bastard. But he's not a bad guy. He's just, I understand his excitement. But the other gentleman was someone like, I think it was the engineer, Eric, the one that is the mechanical engineer who discusses how to bury through stone. He always hangs out with the ancient Egyptian crowds or whatever they're called there. Like, But yeah, he was the one that has the ancient, what's called the power plant theory, the pyramid power plant theory, which I'm not necessarily subscribed to in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But what I thought that was very interesting is that we simply like I said, no, let's get to the ground stuff. We know all this stuff, and I just went blah, 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 everything about his books. And I went, so now that we've covered all that, now let's talk. And he's like, I have never met people who knew more about what I was talking about than I did. Like we were like right about, like we're very interested. If you watch, like I had this show called The Electric View, and I put stuff on that for a few years. So
That's cool.
Hey, Darren, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to go ahead and get some sleep because I've been up all day and half the night last night, or early this morning.
I'm tired too.
I'll see you tomorrow night, guys.
Okay,
Glad to have you, 8
Oh, I was
happy to
be here.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, I'm gonna maybe shut it down too. I am tired as well. Oh, I'm back. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay. Waiting for Kyle. Whoa. So New Brunswick, are you in St. John, New Brunswick?
I live there.
I've been there. It's what a great town.
No, it's blue collar. That's why I rub people the wrong way in the more white collar town of Moncton. Okay. Because to me, a friend is someone who will call you names.
Okay.
Which has rubbed off on some of my friends. They were like, why do you say such mean things to if they're supposed to be your friends? I go, would you rather hear it from strangers and not know how to handle it? If I'm telling you the worst things that you could ever think about yourself and I'm your friend, then no one could ever harm you again. And they were like, holy crap, you're right. Because you get like, well, some of them can appreciate it. Obviously, if you're not that good a friend, I'm not going to start like being a jerk here.
They have to be a true friend. Otherwise, they have to be true friends so they understand it. Letitia!
Well, I think you understand. Like, it's not exactly like it's when you really like somebody that you can, like, you think you have a bond and you're not trying to hurt them.
Correct.
You're just
being
like
honest and fun.
Well, yes, and that way, when, like, for example, a perfect example is that my friends, if they were on here right now, they could poke my ego very hard with just a few words and would deflate it if it ever got too big. And that's a friend.
Right. Yeah, I totally understand, because one of my friends that was here earlier, I'd call them, I can only say a certain 2 words to him and he laughs, but anybody else would have said to him would be an insult. Thank you, Letitia.
I think there was what was their movie? School Ties with Sean Austin and Will Wheaton. And they were having a discussion when I think this town, it was Toy Soldiers, actually. I think the name of it was actually not School Ties. That was Brendan Fraser. No, this one was that one. And basically they were saying, don't call me this racial slur. And he's like, or not a racial slur. It was like a jerk or something like that. And he goes, you're my best friend. I can call you a blankety blank, 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 blank if I want to, and it was like, but he didn't say that. He said a lot of nasty stuff, but I'm not going to say that, but you get my meaning. And it was not that harsh, but it was very appropriate to make him understand that I'm your best friend, dummy. Don't treat me like someone who's not been there with you forever,
Correct. And sometimes it's funny.
Yeah, it was funny. No, it was a good part of the thing, and it kind of made me think. Yeah, who would you rather have? Who would you always want a liar blowing smoke up your butt? That's what I feel like when AI talks to me at all. Like I'm like, nope. Red meep. I'm gonna have the whole, like, what is it called? The red alert symbol from Star Trek. Like, yeah, that whole thing.
I'm sure a lot of these. It's interesting. It's true. I know these people have these AI pets, the AI people, and they really get into in-depth conversations. It's really interesting.
Well, I can see lots of uses for it. Like, but for example, I was having an issue comparing. Like I asked a lot of questions trying to figure out a link between, because I remember something about an author, and then I was trying to connect his new works to his old works and the stuff that he liked. And then finally I started asking it. Yes, I love that song.
Yeah.
That's a great Canadian.
Classic.
It deserves to be on vinyl.
That's right. You hear the minor imperfections. Click, 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 click.
Anyway, anyway, doesn't matter. It's a good song.
Yeah, it's a good song. There's Kyle. Hope you're doing well, Kyle. Kyle said he'll come up in a couple of minutes then, because I go for about 2 hours, which is about another 15 minutes, and then I'll just waiting for Kyle to join. I don't know if Tammy's there's Kyle. Don't know if Tammy's in the house. Kyle's got a new image. There's a new
Yeah, I
image.
changed my icon because I wanted to change it a little different.
Good for you.
Tired of the old icon. I want to change it to something new this time.
Good for you.
If no one knows, this song is about his divorce.
Ah. Hello, Hope Mumbaki.
I had to step away because I wanted to go do my.
This is something to,
I wanted to
karaoke.
hair a little in my mustache.
I like good karaoke music. I had to learn how to karaoke.
This is what I look right now.
Right. Good job. It looks like it's one of those bubble cameras kind of thing. I don't know how you got that effect.
Oh, because I'm holding the phone not sideways, but it's almost kind of like vertical, sort of.
Cool. Quammer!
Like, I'm holding it this way, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why not? Switch it up, my friend.
Yeah. Normally I don't have my camera on. But
Anyway, AI saved me on some research time, but it was sucked at writing.
It also depends where you go, which AI you use, and stuff like that.
Gives you... I just needed the facts. Once I started comparing theme, that's when it really came up. When I said, compare the themes of this with this and this and this relationship to this, and the colors, because I love film. So you sort of get into symbolism.
Yeah.
As you can imagine, I have to keep my brain going.
Is Noel still in chat?
Who?
Noel.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, keep the brain working. It's good because that's why you have such a good memory. Keep it active. It'll stay fresh.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm sure if anyone goes and explores my channel there, they'd go, oh, maybe not the more crazy things, but I'm willing to explore crazy things when it doesn't matter. Because if you're just like, some people are like, why would you think that? I'm like, why can't I think that? I mean, it doesn't mean it's real. It's in my head, and that's where I find that AI won't do any of that.
Yeah.
Like, it's always trained to stay inside a bubble, and that bubble is not, like I said, not reality. It's an image of us, but it's not us, because we don't act like that in real life. Because we can get punched in the face.
That's true. What's interesting, they say we use less than 10% of our brain. That's how little we use it. And then they say,
although it's a great myth, I love it for TV. But
and they say AI is 100 times smarter than Einstein now.
No, it isn't. What if No. Well, okay. I'm not saying that it can't do something that I can't do. Okay, I'm not saying that. It can consider things that even me, who can like just sort of compartmentalize a ton of things on a timeline from infinitely that way and infinitely that way, doesn't necessarily mean that I can piece it together nearly as fast as it can, or keep these things in my head so I can compare them. I still have like 7 things that I'm allowed to use at one time.
Nice.
Like, if anyone knows anything about short-term memory, that's you can only really hold 7 things in your head at once. But anyway, it doesn't matter on that front. You can still access all of your memory, so you know what you're doing. But the point being, though, is that when you're looking at all the way that, like, if you're doing things like that, comparing the research of one person with the research of another, it might lead you to things that you didn't consider, but are there. But you're the inspiration that told it to look.
Yes.
And it can't do that. Like, I mean, it can decide for certain things for itself, but it will get the goals are not made by outside influence. They're made from inside of something disembodied. And if I was that, I don't know how I'd think. And it certainly wouldn't be like anyone else thinks. And like I said, I'm a little bit more concerned. And I don't know why. Maybe because I understand Terminator 2 is not a description of what you should build.
True.
It's a paranoia.
It could be there either now or soon or.
Actually, it's worse than you think. I mean that because if you go looking, well, I'll give you an example. Have you ever heard of the movie Colossal?
No.
Neither have I. But it's from 1960 something, 61 maybe, and it's about 2 AIs that combine, like, basically the Russians and the Americans, and they both rush towards this, and then the 2 AIs get together and say, okay, well, you guys do what we want or we'll blow up the world.
Oh. Uh-huh.
And at the end he was fighting it, but he goes, and the computer just says, no, you won't. You'll eventually just give in. It's better this way. And I was like, yep, that's how it works. Like it's, and that movie, by the way, I as a pirate, I have about 21 terabytes and about like 50,000 films.
21 terabytes. Wow.
Every show that you could possibly imagine, including shows that were canceled, like Voyager from 1981 with John Hexum. He only ran 1 season. He was time-traveling gentleman named Phineas Fogg. He was going to be just like Brandon Lee, the next great actor. He had a chiseled jaw. He looked perfect. It was going to be great. And then he played Russian roulette with a blank and blow his head off. He was going to be the best big thing. And he didn't know. He just didn't understand that a blank will fracture your skull. And he died.
Wow.
And you can look it up. John Hexum. That's his name. And that show is amazing. It's like Terry Gilliam's Time Bandits. It's in your head forever. Bring me the map, or Tim Curry as the big demon with the big black horns, from Legend. I can't even pronounce that name, but she seems lovely.
I have so many beautiful friends, all over 49 countries. Isn't that crazy?
Well, unfortunately, I fell in love with an American.
Nothing wrong with that.
And no. She was American. No. I don't mean that at all. What I meant is that I was sad because she basically became a nun.
Oh.
And I explained the situation to someone. They looked back at me and said, "Dude, don't be sad." I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, I mean, I'm not going to. He goes, "Well, think of it this way: how many people could fight a god for someone's love and lose and remain alive?" I was like, "Holy shit, you're right." That's pretty cool. It's like fighting Superman. Does that make me Jimmy Olsen? I don't know. Isn't there Jimmy Olsen's Blues is a song. Yeah. Remember that.
I'm still here. Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Maybe live for another 6 minutes, brother.
Alrighty.
6 minutes.
Well, there, just for fun, I will link this song I'm going to play then, which is,
Right on.
well, that's the Grimes song that I was remembering about. She's very accurate, I think, in what's going to happen, and her words are almost prophetic,
Ah,
in my humble opinion.
cool.
Yeah, I gotta hit the bed soon. Gotta
Yes.
wake up early in the morning.
And in case you're wondering, it's her child that whispered to the president that you're not the real president. That was her child that did that.
Ah, okay.
Guess who put her up to him up to that? I bet you it was her.
Your guess is as good as mine.
No, I know her. Like I remember when she was a student. Like I was very proud of her a student in McGill University as a sound engineer. Like that's what they do. Like it's not just one girl, it's like a whole team. And I was very proud of their work. But I will never lie to you, and then she pulls a gun. Are you dead or alive? Open AI acceptance. Very good.
Siri. Siri.
Yeah, they're taking over the bargaining that women have over men. And the obsession on the cigarette. Very deep.
Thank God I don't do it.
Work will end one way.
Yeah. AI is scary though. People don't.
Yeah, I think of like a battle angel Alita syndrome where an actual woman has to become one of these Terminators that the guys keep trying to get Mantis killed with, just so that she can fight them. It'd be kind of cool. It's like an anime or something, I guess.
Yes.
I just have if you're ever interested in coming up with an idea for a movie, just ask me. I will make it up on the fly, whatever you want.
That's impressive. Toy Story
actually-
Toy Story 5? Wow, I didn't know that. I remember Toy Story 1, 2, 3. I didn't know there was Toy Story 5. Wow, I'm going to see Toy Story 5.
You buy.
Well, this gentleman has every
Just
movie in
tap the screen.
existence. This gentleman has every movie in existence. Sean has a big collection too. But you have, what, 25 terabytes or something?
Well, I don't actually know. 21 at the
That's
no, I got more hard drive space recently.
That's good.
My work drive is actually just got full, and it was 2 terabytes, and I was like, shit.
That's a lot.
I have everything, even my all of my shows, I have them all stored too, like all the ones I ever uploaded.
The storage is a major problem for a lot of people. Everybody needs storage for videos, pictures.
Well, yeah, I have them. Well, as an example, besides I think I have 68,000 songs, but and some of them don't even exist anymore. You can't even find them. Wow. They don't exist on Spotify because most people don't even know what band songs are. Like after 9/11, you could never the song "You Dropped a Bomb on Me." You could not find that song on the radio at all. And then there was another song for the example, the Ataris, and it's called "My So-Called Life," and it's about him eventually falling in love with Claire Danes, and then she told him to go piss off and everything. So he hijacked a plane. Now that is why you can't ever find that song anymore. See. Plus, if you want to actually hear songs that would scare the crap out of you with regards to how truthful they could be, I would recommend Immortal Technique for words. Like one of them, I'll show you an example just for you. It's only 2 minutes long, but I think it will give you an example of what I mean by very truthful. But I'm not like a religious person, but I get some of the things that he's saying. So let me just go. But you can't find this song, for example, on Spotify at all.
Good. Well, now I get something unique.
Well, whew, it will. Well, everything that this is unique. Here you go. I put it right there, and I think it starts with, yeah, starts with the Alan Parsons Project serious lyrics, and it sounds lovely. But when you hear it at the end, it will sound incredibly disturbing. And in case you're wondering, this was written in 2012, long before today, but it is today.
This one? High in the Sky?
Yep.
That's a classic.
No, it's not what you think it is.
Oh.
Listen to it and read the lyrics if you want.
Yeah.
It sounds nice until
there you
you
go.
hear it the
Okay.
next time.
I see. They mixed the original song and some rap.
Trust me. This, by the way, is not copywritten. It can't be because it's not allowed. You can't ever buy it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you say it's not copyrighted?
This guy he's been doing this for years.
Oh, yeah.
Tried to murder my seed, but surely put him in the Nile, in the basket of reeds. So we know who that is. That's Moses. Very nice work. If no one knows what that was, February 2nd, 1959, when Buddy Holly died.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Deep, isn't it? It's only 2 minutes long.
Huh?
Trust me.
What?
Instead of the people that were here before the Bible and all of its sequels, but turned socially autistic. Because I know what they really envision. This is the AI watching you.
Yeah. Darn AI. Everything's scanned. All right, we did good. All right, guys, we did it. We did the 2 hours. Want to thank our new friend APOC, is it?
It's me, yep. The
APOC
apocalypse, I
in the
guess.
house.
Winter, nuclear winter, whatever.
And namaste to my sis from in the channel. Kyle, of course. Thank you, brother. Ungame. Thank you very much.
Anytime, brother.
I'll be live again tomorrow.
My
From
channel.
our,
Huh.
feel free to pop in to do 2 lives a week, Friday night and Saturday night at 9.
Have a good night, everybody.
Take care.
So good night, everybody.
night.
Thank you for coming.
Night.
Bye.